Hi everybody, this is Rue from Rue's World. This is a junk journal that was done with for my husband's boss. Sorry if I'm shaking. And it was, a lot of it is Tim Holtz stuff. There's other things that aren't. I made a lot of the photos right off of the internet. I just printed them and then took them off and went ahead and, backed them and did things like that. So this is actually set up inside of a graphic 45 binder to begin with, and then I covered it with the Tim Holtz I guess the paper, and the corners are a knockoff of the Tim Holtz ones, but I forget what they were called. Just some other odds and ends I put on the front as embellishments. Yeah, it was hard not to put anything on there, frilly, and just to keep it kind of plain and guy-like. So anyway, this is how I decided to go ahead and put it together to hold it together, and it mimics a belt. So I figured that was a good masculine look. I got the fabric with the eyelets in it at Joann's, and the holder, which is like a belt buckle from Tim Holtz, and I have it held on with a brad here. So this brad just goes through to the other side, and then what I did was I have the brad covered with one of the altered things that I glossy accented down. It's a little bit messy, but it is a junk journal. And so let's start here, and I'll try to get it through it pretty quick. I'm not going to pull everything out because there are photos in here that are private photos, and I don't feel okay sharing those right now. And I'm trying to hold this with one hand and show you with another, which probably isn't the best strategy, but it's what I have to go with. These are some of the photos I made. Like I said, this is a plain themed junk journal. And just on the back, you could go ahead and journal on them if you wanted to, or make up a story, about Great Uncle Ernie, who, was flying a plane then. So those. This is one of his photos I don't have a problem showing you, and I apologize again for my fingers. I have ink underneath glossy accents, and it's a mess, so don't look at my fingers. You turn it over, and I have some more photos that I made, and interspersed within the book I took a lot of these pages that actually came with the journal, and just put distress ink on the sides and stamped them with I just spelled out notes with my alphabet stamps, and all the other stamps on it are Tim Holtz. So you can see how it goes through. And then there's more photos just here in a little pocket. This is just I embossed that onto some burlap tags that I had gotten. It's late at night when I'm doing this. Another belly band with some photos I made. Again, one of the notes. This way, if he wants to journal, he can. If not, or just write things down, or even if he just wanted to put more pictures in there, there's plenty of room to do that. There's another pocket here, and underneath here there's more photos and some old postcards that have like planes on them, things like that, and an old newspaper piece. I guess it was in a newspaper magazine for a airplane. And we switch it over here. You have a belly, or not a belly band, but a snap with the magnet behind it. This is just a little book I made and sewed and put in there. So for notes, tea stained paper that I made with Tim Holtz stamps on it, and one of the Tim Holtz, found relatives that I put in there because I thought that would be cool. Just a little something extra. And some more paper. Go over here. Some tea stain fabric with like a little heart on it as a memento and a little bow. And some more of the cards. All the cards that are in here you can journal on the back of. And some more. And then there's pictures in there. And there is also in here, you can pull this out. On the other side's a personal photo, so I'm not going to flip that over. But that's also stenciled with personal photo on it. And some more right there. This actually says, it seemed like such a good idea at the time. So that's Tim Holtz and another one, I think Hampton Arts. Got some more. This is a flip up, and there's a photo in there, but that is also, that's a library pocket I made. But that's also a personal photo, so I'm not going to pull it out. And just a little magnet there. Flip it over here, and there's some more in here of photos that I found that I just backed, did things like that with. And some more notes. I really sort of liked this idea. I thought it was a good idea to go with. Another pocket. It was just some ephemera in it. I'm sorry for lousy filming of this, but it is what it is. A belly band with some things behind it. Other notes. This I decided not to go with a magnet with. It's pretty thick, so I went with the frog closure. And you see it flips open like this. So you have it go like this. And there's photos in here, which you can write on the back of. And there. And then there's family photos up there. And it says family. So you flip it back there. And I have it hooked in with the brads from Tim Holtz too. And it's probably going to be impossible to do this with one hand, but I'll get it later. I flip it over. And there's another pocket here with some airplane things. This is a plane. I just used, what I did was I would just take the photo off of the internet, print it on regular paper. I would use Yes Glue to put it onto heavier cardboard stock in the back, a heavy card stock, like a 110 pound. And I also put, then I glossy accented it and left a couple spots that were open in the glossy accents, and then put Distress ink over it, and it's in a Tim Holtz frame. This has a little something in it, a little ephemera in it, and I had gotten these off of wish.com, but I thought they were kind of cool. And more airplane stuff. Some more notes. And in the back here, this is actually, I bought this book off of eBay, and it is an old book that has all the flight records for somebody, and I didn't want to like pull them out and put them in there because I thought it was too dear to do that too, because it's, you know, a pretty, I guess, rare item to just come across, and I didn't want to gut it. And then in the back, this is the last page, and there's a little bookmark you can keep in there or take out. And once again, you can see the back where I covered the brad with the Believe tag, and it's the same thing on the back, and it swivels a little bit, but there's enough play in it, but not too much play. And so that's it. That's the airplane junk journal, and this is my third junk journal, and I'm pretty excited about it. I had a lot of fun making it. It was a blast to make. A lot of fun with my stamps, which I love. And anyway, well, thanks, and I hope you enjoyed it too.